Now first, we shall have a look on adverbs and its types. What is an adverb? An adverb is a word that modifies verb, adjective or another adverb. In other words, adverb is a word that adds something to the word verb, adjective or adverb. It indicates how, when, where or why do the action takes place. Mainly, there are four types of adverbs. Adverbs of manner, adverbs of time, adverbs of place and adverbs of degree. Let us first discuss adverbs of manner. This adverb answers the question how, that is, how do the action take place. For example, she sings sweetly, he shouts angrily, walk slowly. So here in the examples you can see the words which are in pink color are the adverbs which show how or in which manner the action is taking place. Adverbs of time, frequency and duration. These adverbs answers the question when or how often or how long the action is taking place. The adverbs of time, frequency and duration are always, never, then, now, soon, tomorrow, last year, this year, etc. Now the example sentences are I'm coming tomorrow. He always comes late. Now here in the example you can see that it is telling about the time of action. Adverbs of place. This answers the question where. That means where do the action take place. The examples are near, below, away, around, here, there, up, down, etc. Now let us see the sentences. Sit here, running around, I searched there. So all these adverbs tell us about where the action is taking place. Now adverbs of degree. This answers the question to the what extent the action is taking place. The examples are quite, very, hard, fast, well, etc. And let us see the sentences also. The exam is very hard. So the word very here adds the degree. The book is quite interesting. Have a glance at conjunctions now. A conjunction is a word that is used to link either words, phrases, clauses or sentences. And we find two types of conjunctions. One is coordinating conjunctions and the other is subordinating conjunctions. Let us see what is coordinating conjunctions. These conjunctions link similar words, phrases, clauses and sentences like the words and, but, or, still, not only but also, either or, neither nor. Now see the sentences. Sita and I are friends. He is poor but honest. He is not only rich but also very kind. So in the first example you can see Sita and I are friends. So here the conjunction is linking the two person Sita and I. And in the second sentence he is poor but honest. So here in contrast the qualities have been linked. Subordinate conjunctions. Now we know there are two types of clauses. So these subordinate conjunctions add the clauses and it is used with subordinating clauses. If you work hard, you will succeed. Now in this sentence there are two clauses. If you work hard is a subordinate clause. You will succeed is a main clause. And the word if is a subordinate conjunction which is linking the two clauses. He is absent because he is sick. So here also you can find two clauses in the sentence and the word because is subordinate conjunction, which is linking the two clauses in the sentence. And the other words used as subordinating conjunctions are that, since, as, after, because, if, as if, for, etc. Now first, we shall have a look on adverb. Prepositions are short words which are used to show position, location, direction and time in English, usually used before either nouns or pronouns. There are 5 types of prepositions, and they are: the first one is prepositions of time: at, on, in, by, after, before, for, since, until, etc. I woke up at 6 a.m. I waited until he came. Next class will be on Monday. So, these are the prepositions which are indicating the time. Prepositions of place or direction: by, in, on, out, to, from, up, within, beside, between, etc. Place it on the table. He came from the market. He stood beside a tree. So these prepositions indicate place or the direction. Now, phrasal prepositions. So more than one word is used as phrasal prepositions, like due to, on account of, because of, according to, in spite of, in order to, on behalf of, etc. The meeting postponed due to heavy rain. In spite of fever, he attended the school. I thanked him on behalf of my friend. So these are the examples for phrasal prepositions. Possessive preposition of. This is the house of my brother. The climate of the city is very pleasant. So here the preposition of is indicating possessiveness. Here is the turn of last parts of speech, that is interjections. It is very easy to identify an interjection in a sentence, as it takes exclamatory mark after it. An interjection is a word which is used to express a sudden feeling of emotion, excitement, sorrow, etc. And this is followed by an exclamatory mark. So you can see the examples here like ah, aha, oh, hooray, bravo, Alice, oh God. So such words where you express some emotion like sadness, sorrow or happiness, you use the words interjection. This is all about parts of speech. The first 4 parts of speech I have discussed in the previous video. If you have not watched it, find the link in the description. Thank you for watching this. Do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone. Welcome to my English channel. Today we are going to discuss parts of speech in basic English grammar. As we all know, there are 8 parts of speech. And in this part 1, we will discuss the first 4 parts of speech, that is noun, pronoun, verb and adjective. And in the part 2, we will be discussing the remaining 4 parts of speech. Here is the list of parts of speech: nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions and interjections. Now, let us discuss nouns first. Let us have a definition of noun. A noun is a naming word which denotes the name of a person, place, thing, bird, animal, insect, any creature, day, quality, idea, etc. Types of nouns. There are two types of nouns. One is proper noun, the second one is common noun. Proper noun is used for a particular person, place, or thing, and common noun is used in general to the common things or person. Types of common nouns. Based on form, there are two common nouns, countable and uncountable. Countable nouns, those can be counted and they are in singular or plural. Uncountable nouns are which cannot be counted. Things like rice, wheat, sand, milk, water, oil. And based on the meaning, there are four types of common nouns: concrete, abstract, material, collective. Concrete nouns have size and shape. For example, bat, man, flower. And abstract nouns are the one which can be just felt, like the words beauty, wisdom, truth, knowledge, intelligence. And material nouns are the materials like gold, silver, wood, iron. And the collective nouns are the group or collection like mob, team, bunch, etc. Now let us have the definition of pronouns. A pronoun is a word which is used in the place of noun or noun phrase. And there are 8 types of pronouns. The first one is personal pronouns, which is used for the person speaking, spoken to, or spoken of, who are called as first person, second person, and third person. First person, where it is used as subject, is I. Second person used as subject is you. Third person used as subject is he, she, it. And first person used as subject in plural is we. Second person used as subject in plural is you. And third person used as subject in plural is they. Similarly, these persons can also be used in the place of objects like me, you, him, her, it, us, you, them. And these personal pronouns can be used in the possessive cases like my, your, his, her, its, our, your, their. And similarly, there are reflexive pronouns like myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, and themselves. These are all personal pronouns. The second type of pronouns is reflexive pronouns, which is used when the subject turns back upon itself. Like in the example, I hurt myself. Now here I is a personal pronoun and its reflexive pronoun is myself. So the examples of reflexive pronouns are myself, ourselves, yourself, yourselves, himself, herself, themselves. And the third type is demonstrative pronouns, which are used to point out some person or things. For example, that is not my book. Here we are particularly pointing out that. And other examples are this, that, these, those. And the fourth type of pronouns is indefinite pronouns, which is used not to refer any particular person or thing. Like in the sentence, nobody has completed their homework. So in particular, we are not talking about anyone. And other examples are one, none, no one, nobody, nothing, something, some, a few, all. Fifth one is interrogative pronouns, which are used for asking questions like what is your name? And the other examples are who, whom, whose, which, what. And sixth type is distributive pronouns, which are used to show persons or things taken as one at a time. Like in the example, they gave gifts to each of us. Examples each, either, neither. And the seventh type of pronouns is reciprocal pronouns, which are used to show mutual relationship. Like in the example, Ram and Sita like each other. And the other examples are each other, one another. And the last type of pronouns is relative pronouns, which are used to prefer or relate back to some noun going before. For example, we invited a guest who is a doctor. So here the word who represents the guest. The guest is a noun and who is the relative pronoun of the word guest. And other examples are who, whom, whose, where, which, that. Now let us see the definition of adjectives. An adjective denotes the quality of a noun or pronoun. It tells something about noun or pronoun. Like in the example, the girl is intelligent. The girl here is noun and the word intelligent is describing the girl. I am searching for the new blue dress. There are very few shops in this area. As you can see, the words in red color are describing the nouns and they are adjectives. There are three forms of adjectives which are also called as degrees of comparison: positive, comparative, superlative. Positive degree describes something in its own right. Like in the example, this is a big balloon. And in comparative degree, it makes comparison between two or more things. Like in the example, this rose is more beautiful than that. Superlative degree indicates that something has the highest degree of quality. Like in the example, this is the tallest tree. Let us see the definition of verbs. A verb is a word that describes an action, a state, position, a process, or an experience. In other words, we can say that action words are called verbs. There are three types of verbs: main verbs, auxiliary verbs or helping verbs, and the third type is modal auxiliaries. Let us first discuss main verbs. These can be again divided into transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. Verbs like go, come, sit, stand are the examples for main verbs. Transitive verbs take an object. For example, in the sentence, I teach grammar, I is the subject, teach is the verb, and grammar is the object. So here the verb teach is taking object after it. So this is called transitive verb. In intransitive verbs, they do not take any object. Like in the example, bird flies in the sky. So bird is the subject, flies is the verb, and in the sky is a prepositional phrase. So the word flies do not take any object after it, so it is intransitive verb. Now another example, I wake up early. So here I is the subject, wake is the verb, and up early is an adverbial phrase. So the verb wake is not taking any object after it, so it is intransitive verb. Second type of verbs are auxiliary verbs, which are also called as helping verbs. These are in three forms: be forms, do forms, have forms. And in be forms we can see is, am, are, was, were. For example, he is a teacher. And do forms are do, does, did. Like in the example, I do my work. And have forms are has, have, had. They have done their job. And the third type is modal auxiliaries, like the words shall, will, can, may, ought, could. And the example sentence is we shall complete our work. So this is the end of the part 1, and in part 2 we will discuss the remaining parts of speech. So thank you everyone for watching this video. Please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.